been a long time coming since I was like, I want to read the Dark Multiverse. The Death of Superman. I was like wondering, who's the girl? I thought it was Superman's sister from a distance. Dog Life Chris, anyone comic book reading? We're gonna jump in and find out who that vixen is. Oh, this weird guy, Tempest Thignot, Fuginot. I often wondered, why is it here? I am Tempest Fuginot, guardian against the dark multiverse. I stand watch between realities I have since I was born. Yet now I begin to doubt. I know the light. It feels warm, the glow of the multiverse. But now I look upon it less. I feel light less. And if I find myself turning my back and asking, why is there dark? Why does it always return? No matter what we do, the dark always returns. It feeds upon worlds. It breaks our stories. It poisons them into tragedies. A dark multiverse. I am used to this. What shakes my faith is to witness the fate of the worlds already broken, to watch the stories that end in tragedy be taken all the same and grow still in darkness. The story we are not safe. The stories we know are not safe. Even the greatest story. Who is the greatest story? When all that was brave fought all that was cruel. When a man who could have been anything chose to be good. Faced his final battle and fell. No! Superman, no! All would remember where they were, how it felt. Something close to holy. You saved us all! Please hold on! She prayed for the world to be good, to save him, but it's too late. For this, on that day, that Superman died. Please! Can you kind of guess who it is? Who else would be there at that moment hugging him? But this is not his story. This is the story of the woman who watched him die, who watched the world waste his gifts. And this woman, I can't read it. This part right here, it's like, I don't know why it's a hard paperback. Would never forgive this world, and that world wasn't enough. You failed him, Lois. He needed you. He needed you, and you failed him. You let him die alone. Where were you? Where were any of you? I don't hear their excuses. I wouldn't listen to their hypocrisies ever again. All I could hear was a voice of my own, trailing away. Come on, please, come back. You always come back. Lois Lane. She's mad. Your funeral comes, and they're here. They're all here. They couldn't be there as you died alone, but they make sure to be in front and center. They love to be seen, and those of us who we truly have loved you, we can barely catch a glimpse. I see that gold statue. I listen to the empty speeches of men like Luther. I'm not even going to say his stupid speech. I look at all of this and I just know how absolutely disgusted it would make you feel if this is the truth. Maybe we never even knew you. She's in grief. She's in grief right here. But still, maybe this means somehow, something. I could see the looks on the people's. They were different now. Maybe your sacrifice would be worth it. Maybe we'd be better. But in a few weeks, the world went back. I'm going to read this part. 10 days is nuclear standoff. Crime wave continues to skyrocket. Thousands of refugees have been jailed at the border. Lexicort clears all of wrongdoing in the massive explosion. Lexicort stopped, reaches a new high. Huge victory for gun lobbyists as personal assault weapon permits are issued. Oh, the world is in turmoil now. These are those were headline clippings. That's why I kind of... It's like you were never here at all. You loved us. You loved us so much. And we never even tried to be better. I tell myself, I'll carry on the fight for you. But the fight is over. The world is won. And I don't have the strength to fight anymore. Sometimes I visit your parents. I know you'd want me to. I'm so sorry, Martha. And seeing them, where you grew up, it hits me all over again. A story I can never rewrite. How the greatest idea in the history of the world came when two farmers looked upon the strange, and instead of fearing it, they chose to love. They should be the heroes, and they couldn't even get to your funeral. And for your mom, and your poor mom, and your mom, your poor mom. She's that now. Martha's talking in the old age. They're saying that Jonathan's heart, he may not wake up. He took it so hard. He blamed himself for telling Clark it was his idea. And now he's... Oh, I'm sorry, Lois. I shouldn't. I just don't have anyone to talk to. My boys are gone. My boys are gone. I'm sorry, Martha. Tell me. She tells me to take the ring. I stay for as long as I can. You would want me to. It was your home. And then I help you say goodbye to your other home. I don't know what compels me, but it feels right. I give back the blanket. The only thing they could spare and send you. Oh, Clark, I'm sorry. I forget sometimes. You were the only one left. You were everything to them. The last hope of a dying star. And we wasted it away. We never deserved their hope. Cocoon! No! I am too late! Huh? What? Who are you? I am the Eradicator, protector of Krypton, reborn to defend the last son of the House of El. I took Kal-El's body from his tomb and placed him in the Kryptonian life matrix to energize his cells. But it was too late. He is truly gone. I have failed him. We failed him both. Ah, the Kryptonian life matrix burns within me. Ah, the power. I cannot hold it in this form. But it cannot end like this. There must be a Kryptonian. There must be a Kryptonian. Use me. No, your physiology is not compatible with Kryptonian DNA. The energy transfer could kill. I don't care. I don't care. I know the risk. You have his power, but you need a body. Use me. Please. I loved him. You wish to carry on his battles? No, I'm going to end it. Very well. this whole thing without words happens. She blows the lid off of Cowles' home. Did she just destroy his home? Thought you were like, come on. That's how you know. Darkness rises. She looks amazing. I would slay that look. You know it. Will you marry me? I'll do it, Clark. I'll make a better world. One that deserved you. She's so, like, in pain still in my mind. So I get to work. I use the truth. I don't have to dig anymore. Now, I can see everything. I start to realize. You could have done so much more. You stopped bank robbers, but I stopped the banks. I ended wars and freed prisoners. I fed the hungry and punished those who starved them. And I crushed their weapons and those who made them as well. And I find the corrupt and those who pay them also. I don't hold back, but as I do more and more, I cannot help but think, why didn't you? Why didn't you do any more than you could? You had all this power, and you could hear the world screaming. So many atrocities, so much death. Did you shut it out? Did you ignore it? How could you ignore it? How did you live this way? Were you really that naive? Were you afraid of us? Or were you truly afraid of saving us? I look beneath those deaths and see those who are really responsible. And in that moment, I knew, I am not you. It's a girl talking. It's a girl's memory, so she could be a man's voice in her memory. Right? Well, we all grieve differently, you know. I know it's you, Lex. I know what you've done. Could you be more specific? I've been so busy now that he's gone. Nuclear standoffs are good for business. You don't buy weapons when you feel safe. And I needed to finish Lexicorp strong for this quarter. A few regional conflicts, maybe a vaccine shortage here and there. It would give us a nice little bump. Struck down a few climate regulations, but that was just over brunch, so I didn't know if we were counting that. And let's see, what else? Oh, I've got his cousins under my leash, and I rerouted every dollar for tomorrow's foundation to the funds of small soldier children militias. It took some work, but I'm proud of that one. Oh, and I murdered my secretary on the way home from the funeral, just to let him know that I won. I think that's it. But of course, you're here, so you already know of all of this, and you can prove it. None of this will hold up in court. I own the judges. I own more than you. So maybe it's time to learn what he did long ago and just go save a cat from a tree. She did not like him talking. He was Clark Kent. You see her ascend and ascend. She breaks the first layer of the atmosphere. His skin starts to peel off his face. She bursts through the third layer of the atmosphere, and his skull's... all his flesh has been deteriorated, and now you see his skull. As she travels far past any region any human was able to. Disintegration. No longer will Lex be. He is dust. I know I should feel something, but I don't. There is so much left to do. She just disintegrated Lex. That was awesome. Y'all could have done this like back in the 70s. I burn Lexicorp. Intergang, the League of Shadows, Cadmus, I don't stop. I go after the killers. I burn Ra's al Ghul, Victor Azazel. Oh, Sorry. Ares, Black Adam, and Deathstroke. Parasite, I burned them all. The killers are finally running scared because they know their time is over. We don't... Why did we ever allow the world where this was the normal, where justice failed, where they failed, and now there's only me. Laser eyes. Joker is a puddle. How many times does the Joker die? Like 8, 9, 50? What have you done? Lois! The jinky little bat. What have you done? Lois! What you could never do. How many have to die from it? Lois! There are lines we just can't. No. No. Do you know how sick I am of hearing that? Your way doesn't work. It never has. It's always been the same with you people. People are dying and it's just a game to you. And you can't even see how pathetic it is. You're a failure. And what about Clark? Wait, that's Batman. And what about Clark? Was he a failure? He's dead. And if he died, then they don't get to live. I won't let him die in vain. You already have. Boom! Knocks out that bat. Shut up, bat sucker. Don't! You have no idea how much he held back. He always pitied you. He'd tell me all the time. This is a flashback of when he told her all the time. I just want him to stop, Lois. But he's nothing else. He's so alone. I just want him to stop. I don't stop. No! You don't! I don't know if he just, injured him. Severely injured him? Or did she kill him? Man, this picture right here is like, va va voom. Fan me out. Fan me out. I see it now. The truth. The truth you were afraid to see. They can't be saved. They don't want to be. And for the first time, I'm glad you're not here. I make this world you always wanted, the way you never could. But then, the imposters come. Superboy and Steel. Nothing more than a clone and a zealot. They don't matter. They're only... There's only one I'm after. How come I couldn't say that? There's only one I'm after. The only one claiming your name. The cyborg. Morning, Lois. What'd I miss? Does he talk different? Like, morning, Lois. What'd I miss? You're not him. No, I'm not. I had a whole story ready to go, but you're too smart for this, aren't you, Lois? You take that symbol off. You first. You don't deserve to wear it. And you do? No, we've both got blood on our hands, Miss Lois. I'm honest about it. And you are trying to honor his legacy? You're not. I'm here to burn it. I'm here to burn it down. Starting with Metropolis. You wanted to change the world, but you weren't enough, Miss Lane. And now he's left you all alone. I don't know. You look pretty much outnumbered to me. Get him, kid. Cracoo! I've got you. Don't help me. Help him. I'm more powerful than the real Superman. Don't waste my time. Kid! Who says that? And the next time you send in the cavalry, maybe don't call in the guy in the metal suit. No! I don't know what he just, crushed him? What is that? I don't know. Whatever. This is the biggest laser energy beam I've ever seen. Boom! Blasts him into a building. She flies into the building just to catch a bionic punch. We fight. I don't know how long or how many die, but I can't let up. He has to be stopped. Nothing else mattered. But then I hear it. Through the chaos, I hear a voice reaching out to the hopeless, telling them not to be afraid. It's all right. I'm here. I don't know how, but I know it's you. You're weak. You're weaker than I've ever seen you. But we needed you, so you came back. You always came back. And for the first time, I don't want it to be true. Not like this. Please, not like this. Lois? Where? I don't know. The Eradicator placed me in the life matrix. It took longer than expected, but I'm back now. Superman. I'm back, and everything is going to be... They're afraid of you. Clark, just please, let me... What? Why are they afraid of you? Wow. I honestly don't believe it. How many people get to die twice? No! I won't let you take him from me. Shakoom! What's human in me helps me survive. Clark! I find you once more. I hold you. I look into your eyes. But this time, they are black with terror. They look back with terror, horrified by what I've become. Please, please hold on. Let me fix this. I can. You came back. You gave me one last miracle, and I killed you. I'm sorry the world wasn't good enough for you, Clark, but I'll make one that is. Lois Lane believed in truth, but her truth became fueled by vengeance. Vengeance has no truth, only dark. Now Lois Lane is the Eradicator, the dark avenging angel of the multiverse. She fights for truth, yet she is lost beyond salvation. I do not know where this is. I do not know why there is dark, but perhaps it is a lesson. We should look upon those who fall prey to it, not with scorn, but with pity. For we could easily be next, and let us cherish the light while we still have it. Next on Blackest Night. Shout out Jeff Loveness, Brad Walker, Drew Hennessy, and Norman Rapmund. Yeah. Clayton Cowles. Shout out, guys. Tales from the Dark Multiverse. The Death of Superman, Issue 1. DogLife Chris signing out. Sucker, see you later. Oh, Pegasus, Red Pegasus, Dallas, Texas. Red Pegasus. Check them out.